Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is John Steven Garcia, and in this video, I am going to talk about a book from Cambridge called Conversation from Description to Pedagogy. I'm going to be focusing on what is discussed in chapter number 4. Right, so this chapter focuses on description of the discourse structures of the conversation. It focuses on the distinctive features to spoken English. First of all, how cohesion is achieved, how the meaning remains throughout the conversation, within and across speaker turns, sometimes not guaranteeing an overall coherence of talk. Cohesion contributes to the sense that talk is constructed, contingent, and on point, on topic. How interactivity is achieved, identifying the basic moves and exchanges structures of conversation. Turn-taking mechanisms used in casual speech. Who talks first, then second, how one interrupts the other, and so on. Other discourse features of conversation described are how a topic comes up, how it is developed through the conversation, and how it is exchanged for another topic. Sometimes with very similar, sometimes with no similarity at all. The different kinds of feedback strategies listeners use to make sure the flow of the conversation continues. Approaches discussed in this chapter share the orientation to analysis and description of conversation in English. These approaches have in common that conversation cannot be described in pure terms of grammatical units. These approaches recognize the need to position the basic unit of analysis as a semantic unit rather than a grammatical unit. Conversational discourse is not a collection of discontextualized units of language structure, but rather a semantic entity, at least in part, of interactional units such as moves, turns, exchanges, etc. Some theoretical orientation researchers have come up with supragrammatical units to explicate the structure of extended speech, how a long speech works. The units described in this chapter: adjacency pair, move, exchange, speech, function, turn constructional unit, all useful units for analyzing the micro interactions of conversation. Microanalysis can show how conversation can keep going and continue to be coherent, but what is needed is a macro picture, macro global picture to be exact. This can capture how participants in conversation wave in and out of telling stories, gossiping between each other, exchanging opinions, jokes, and all kinds of things, etc. This is what is discussed in this 4th chapter of the book Conversation from Description to Pedagogy from Cambridge. So, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye. Thank you very much.